Happy Friday, everybody. Welcome. Rise and shine. Let's get started. Child's pose to begin, if you're not already there. Some of you napping. So child's pose, knees nice and wide, big toes touching behind you. Arms stretched out directly ahead of your shoulders. Fingers spread wide. Eyes open, just feeling your third eye center in contact with the mat. And just settle right in. It's Friday noon class, such a great way. Just start to let go, whatever week you've had, whatever's happened in your day. Start to wind down, giving yourself time to release what might be in your body. Just get it into your body. Feel your breath here. Just present on the mat. Get a little more active in your child's pose. So spread your fingers wide. Walk your hands far enough ahead. You feel some space in the elbows, the shoulders. Push your hips back towards your heels. See if you can feel your spine just lengthen out a little bit. And then beginning our breath exercise together, take a big inhale through the nose, fill the lungs nice and big, create some space. And exhale, just follow your breath all the way down to the bottom. Again, take another big inhale through the nose, fill the lungs, fill the belly. And slowly exhale, let the breath just leave the body and just feel the relief on the exhale. And one more time today, take a big inhale through the nose, fill the lungs, fill the belly. Take your time, find your fullest breath that you've got. Hold it there. Just feel that space. Take one more little sip. And exhale into your yoga practice. As always, I invite you to let go of whatever expectation you brought onto your mat. Just focus on committing to taking it one posture, one breath at a time. So tuck your toes, lift your tail, and come into your first downward facing dog. And I'll say it again, just one posture at a time. So right now, focus on your down dog, push out of your shoulders, gaze between the toes, spread the fingers wide, push your palms flat into the mat, nice and active here. Then start to walk it out, left heel high, right heel high, going for a walk in place, and just get things moving around here. Hips, knees, ankles, take your time, create some mobility in your joints. Just nice and spacious here. Maybe swivel around so you can feel your lower back start to move around. Good. And then reestablish your downward facing dog. Keep the gaze between the toes. Rise up onto the balls of the feet. Get the heels to lift on up. Good. As you lift up, gorgeous. As much space in the arches as you've got. Thighs engaged. Belly hugging up and in. Push your chest back toward the thighs. Space in the shoulders. And then stretch your heels back down toward the mat. Then bring your left foot 2 inches closer towards your right foot. Lock out your right leg so it's straight. And on the inhale, bring it up and back. No need to bend your knee in that transition, just up and back. Hips squared off to the mat. This is beautiful. Strong push, even more of a firm push into the palms. There it is. And return your right foot to your left foot. Lock out your left leg, and on the inhale, bring it up and back. Excellent. Stretch back or reach back. Keep your left quadricep engaged. Nice. Try not to rotate your left hip too far down. There it is. And then push out of the shoulders. Look for as much space as you've got. Push through the palms, length out of the elbows, out of the upper body. Keep your core engaged. Feel like you could tap the back wall with your toes. And then step your left foot all the way to the top of the mat. Right foot follows. Stand out hip width apart. Hold on to your opposite elbows. And just enjoy a nice ragdoll pose here. There shouldn't be a lot of stress in the body. Just a little stretch in the hamstrings. Sway a little bit left and right, side to side with your torso. Really let things start to loosen up. Sometimes you don't always know how much stress you're holding in your shoulders until you're in this posture. And it takes a moment to let gravity take over. It takes a little movement to just feel a little release in the spine, the neck, the shoulders. Then take a big inhale. Exhale, release the hands down to the mat. Feel their weight. They're heavy. Engage your core. And then slowly round up one vertebra at a time. Again, I'll invite you to go just a little bit more slowly than you'd like to. Just nice and patient. Make sure you're not skipping any spots that need a little extra attention. Head is the very last thing to stack. There's no rush, no rush. But once you're up, feet come back together. Relax your arms at your side. Shoulders soft, down, away from the ears. Jaw soft, but lips sealed. Find your gaze in the front mirror, ideally right between the eyes or something not moving in front of you. And just take a moment, feel your presence with your own practice. That nice gentle awareness of the whole room. Just beautiful. Let's have a great class. Inhale the arms out, back, and up. Look up, stretch up as the palms connect. And exhale, swan dive, chin away from chest, long flat back, all the way down into a forward fold. Chin is tucked. Then inhale to a halfway lift, gaze comes forward. Exhale, plant the palms and step or jump back to a strong plank pose. Strong plank pose. So even if you can kind of maintain this posture and kind of hang out, I want you to actively engage your quads. Good. Put a little tuck in your tailbone, so pull your navel into the spine. Scoop your hip bones forward just a tiny bit. Make sure you're pushing firmly enough into the palms. You feel a lift between the shoulder blades. These look great. Now keep that strong engagement from shoulders to heels. Take a big inhale. And on the exhale, shift forward, slowly lower down to your chaturanga, low hold, no collapse here. Nice, Regina. Then inhale, upward facing dog. Drag the body forward so you can lift through the heart, shoulders roll back. And exhale, roll over the toes, send the hips up and back. Strong downward facing dog. Good. Looks fabulous. Heels stretch down toward the mat, just a little bit more, feet hip width. A series, inhale, bend the knees, shift the hips back and look forward. Exhale, step, jump, or float between the hands into your forward fold. Inhale to a halfway lift, gaze is forward. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, arms out, back and up. Look up, stretch up, palms connect. And exhale, swan dive. So just hinge at the hips, coming all the way down into your fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, plant the palms, step back to your plank. Shift forward, lower down, strong, low hold, elbows in. Inhale, upward facing dog. Roll the shoulders back, look up, nice. And exhale, roll over the toes, send the hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Good. Another A series. Inhale, bend the knees, shift the hips back, look forward. Exhale, step, jump, or float between the hands to fold. Half lift, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Inhale, rise, arms out, back and up. Nice strong connection to the palms, stretch up. And exhale, swan dive. Just ride the out breath all the way down into your fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, plant the palms, step back to your plank. Shift forward and slowly lower down to your chaturanga, low hold. Feel that pause. Then inhale, upward facing dog. Make sure to drag the body forward, roll the shoulders back, and exhale, roll over the toes. Send the hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Good. It's a strong transition coming from the chaturanga to the upward facing dog. Start to get really into your back muscles here. That's why we're talking about elbows in, drawing elbows back. So one more A series. Listen into the cues. Inhale, bend the knees, push the hips back, look forward. Exhale, step, jump, or float between the hands to fold. Half lift, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Inhale, rise, arms out, back and up, look up, stretch up, palms connect. And exhale, swan dive all the way down into your fold. Then halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, plant the palms, step back to a plank, shift forward, lower down, chaturanga, low hold, then move forward into your upward facing dog, roll the shoulders back, lift the heart, and then exhale, roll over the toes, send the hips back, downward facing dog. So lots going on in our A and B series, warming up our movements here, coordinating breath and movement, but really starting to get those back bends opening up, those heart openers in the up dog and in the chair pose. Let's go for it. Inhale, bend the knees, shift the hips back, look forward. Exhale, step, jump, or float between the hands into your fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold, exhale, and inhale, chair pose. So as you sit the hips down and back, sweep the arms forward and up. Start to explore your back bend. It's early in class. We're just warming up the range of motion. But part of that is allowing the hips to come back a little bit, so not just sitting down. Nice, these look great. Then pull the navel in so you're supporting your lower back. Pull the shoulders down away from the ears. Spiral the pinkies in so you feel broad in the upper back. Now look up a little bit more. Lift through the throat and the heart as you reach the arms back. Then take a big inhale. And exhale, forward fold. Just let it go. Halfway lift. Inhale. Exhale, plant the palms, step back to your plank, keep the gaze forward, shift forward, lower down strong, low hold, thighs strong. Inhale up. And exhale back to a nice strong downward facing dog. Lovely groove today. Just stay with it. Warrior one, inhale your right leg up and back. Exhale, step the right foot forward, drop the back heel, and then inhale your arms out, back it up, palms connect, thumbs cross, gaze is up. Good. Squaring off hips, so left hip forward, right hip back, strong through the legs. Yes, I know, we belabor that point, the squaring off the hips, but it's just so natural to feel the hips kind of open up to the left side of the room. We want you to get active in your bases, right? So just feel the energy it takes. Yeah, to drive down through the outside edge of your left foot. Engage your left quadricep. Rotate your left hip forward. Nice. Getting your hip to come back is a little trickier. Tugging back on your right heel is going to give you a little bit more hamstring activation, just give you a little bit more control of squaring the hips off without twisting your torso. Nice, Dana, looks great. Then come a little deeper in your front right knee and see if you can do that without sinking into your lower back. So bend the right knee a little bit more and simultaneously engage your lower abdomen. This is that marriage of trying to find the depth without collapsing. So continue to find the depth, easing your way into it, keeping strong through the core, ribs hugging in. Looks good, everybody. Now, no back bend here. Just draw your arms back a little bit more, opening through the shoulders. Squeeze the elbows a little straighter. Take a big inhale. And exhale, open warrior two. Just slide on forward with the right leg, foot. Arms come down parallel to the floor. Nice long, low posture. Matt, you might need a longer mat. We want to make sure you can take up lots and lots of space. Looks great. Back leg locked. Beautiful. Good. Nice, Rohila. A little longer. So the idea is that we're coming down into a version of the posture where we're feeling things open up, but we're not collapsing, right? So you're always going to work with your body here. Make sure your heels are in a straight line in the front mirror. So left heel disappearing behind the right. Right knee tracking right over the big toes to help open up the hip. These look great. And again, a long enough stance that you've got a nice, strong right angle on that right knee. So come down a little deeper if you've got it. Beautiful. Nice work. Good, Savannah. And then just maintain. Keep opening up the shoulders a little bit more. See if your chin will turn right over the front shoulder, starting to open up your neck. Holding tension in the neck is really normal. Just start to open it up, shoulders down and back. Take a big inhale. And exhale, cartwheel the hands down to the mat. Find your plank posture. The right leg lifts as your option. Shift forward, lower down, strong, low hold. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Roll the shoulders back. Exhale, roll over the toes. Very nice. Back to your downward facing dog. Good. Notice if your palms have started cupping up, flatten them down best you can. Fingers spread wide. Left side. Inhale, left leg up and back. Exhale, step the left foot forward, drop the back heel, and just inhale, rise, warrior one. Good. Looks great. Beautiful work. So right hip forward, left hip back. That's part of it, is finding the correct distance between your feet. The stance is too long, then our hips are just opened up. We can't square them off. But it's too short and it's too easy to square off your hips. Then we just lengthen it out so we have a little something to work towards. So if you've got a perfect warrior one, congratulations. Just lengthen your stance just a little bit more so that you're actively working on squaring the hips. Again, drive down to the knife edge of the right foot. Back leg engaged. Nice, David. Rotating right hip forward. It's all good. So if you feel like you're losing your balance, come down deeper in the front knee. There it is. Again, tugging back on left heel. So if you can work that active and pulling your left hip back a little bit more. It tends to be a little trickier. Core strong, ribs in, shoulders down. Now stay low, no back bend here. Come down just a little bit deeper in the front knee. Take a big inhale. And exhale, open warrior two. Lengthen the stance, arms come right down parallel to the floor. Fabulous. Arms up just a hair, stretching the arms a little bit wider. There it is. Left knee continuing to track over the big toes. Lovely. These look great. Back foot about parallel to the back edge of the mat. Try not to lean forward at all. Come down a little deeper in the front knee if you got it. There. So again, just easing your way into the depth. Continue to explore it. We want to find the edge in these postures. You all have beautiful postures, but it's up to you to kind of know where that edge is for yourself. So continue to explore it. Don't just assume you're there. Just stay curious about it. Can you hug your hips in just a little bit more so you know you're supported? You're doing great. Squeeze the heels in a little bit more, active through the inner thighs. Fabulous. Yep. Good. And sometimes that means taking up more space. That was very intuitive, very nice. So with that strong base, then see if there's any more depth. Bend the left knee a little bit more. Lengthen your stance a little bit more. There it is, Savannah. You're just ready to come deeper into these poses. Lovely. Shoulders nice and open. Chin over front shoulder. Pull the belly button up and in. Take a big inhale. And exhale, cartwheel the hands down to the mat. Plank pose. Left leg lifts is the option. Shift forward, lower down. Strong, low hold. Inhale. And exhale back into your downward facing dog. Good. Way to settle right into your practice today, everybody. Just gazing between the toes. Remember, it's just a breath exercise. So let's just move with the flow today. Just enjoying that nice, long, smooth, connected flow. Such a nice groove in the room. Inhale, bend the knees. Shift the hips back and look forward. Exhale, step, jump, or float between the hands into your fold. Half lift. Forward fold. Inhale, chair pose. And exhale, forward fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, plant the palms, back to a plank. Shift forward, strong, low hold. Inhale, upward facing dog, moving up and back. And exhale, roll over the toes, back to your downward facing dog. Good. Then inhale your right leg up and back. Exhale, step the right foot forward, drop the back heel. Just inhale, rise, warrior one. Exhale, open right into your warrior two. That nice long, low base. Good. Beautiful. Looks good. Nice rohila. Yeah, just keep lengthening your stance. Turn the palms up to the ceiling. Reach your upper body forward over the right leg. Yeah, so really reach. Go for it. Yes, reach, reach, reach. And feel your right leg working hard. Your quadriceps, a huge muscle in your body. So are your glutes. Let them work for you here. Make sure your shoulders are down, away from the ears. Then reverse the posture. Scrape the ceiling with the right hand. Let the left palm flip and just slide down the left leg. Yes. Nice big opening for right side body. Oh, it's kind of a sneaky place. We hold some tension. Good. Just some of those postural muscles that tend to get a little taxed in our everyday movements. Just see if you can feel the right rib cage fan open, giving you lots of access to your breath here. Just maintaining, core strong. Good work. Shoulders align, looking up. Rolling the right pinky down toward the floor. Take a big inhale. And exhale, cartwheel the hands down to the mat. Plank pose. Let's gaze forward here. Shift forward. Strong low hold. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, roll over the toes. Back to a nice long down dog. Good. Feet hip width. Just take a moment to realign. Just reconnect with the breath. We're going to move through a chair pose, 1 to 2, just moving with the breath. So inhale, bend the knees, push the hips back, look forward. Exhale, step, jump, or float between the hands to fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. And inhale, chair pose, hips down, arms up. And forward fold, let it go. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, plant the palms, back to plank, shift forward, lower down, low hold. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, back to a nice long downward facing dog. Inhale, your left leg up and back. Exhale, step the left foot forward, drop your back right heel. Inhale, rise, warrior 1. Exhale, open, big warrior 2, right into it. Yes, nice transitions, fabulous. Good, stay low, just turn the palms up to the ceiling and then reach forward over your left leg. And there is sort of a hard stop, right? You sort of pause and then just hang out there for a sec, right? Just hang out, just notice what's going on. Focus on the integrity of your base, keeping the buns hugging together, core is strong, nice Ayumi, looks great. Shoulders a little bit more open. If you're feeling really stable, see if you've got a little bit more depth in your reach, and then reverse your posture, scrape the ceiling with the left hand. Right hand slides down the right leg. Practicing on your edge means something different every single day, right? So we can't go in just knowing what that means. It's while we're in the posture. We're breathing, we're maintaining, we're focusing on the structure of the pose to the best of our ability from the ground up. Every little detail matters. And then we're staying curious. If we're feeling stable, we just want to know, we can reach back a little bit more, see if the ribs want to fan open. Your body is in the posture and it's currently opening up. So ease your way into the depth. Reach back, stretch back, take the inhale. And exhale, cartwheel the hands to the mat. Find your plank pose. Look forward, shift forward, strong low hold. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale back into a nice long downward facing dog. Good. Push that out of the shoulders. Just go for one more chair pose together. Inhale, bend the knees, shift the hips back, look forward. Exhale, step, jump, or float between the hands to fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. And inhale, chair pose, arms forward and up. There it is. So last one in our practice for today. You all are very strong. I know it, you know it. So just explore it a little bit. See if your hips will sit down and back a little bit more. Thighs eventually parallel to the floor. Trust your strength here. Keep your navel pulling in so you're supporting your lower back. Then bring your hands at a prayer heart center. Then revolve over to the right, but keep your core, your torso sort of corseted in. Left elbow connects to the outside of the right knee. Right hand pushes into the left, gazing up and over your right shoulder. These look good. Nice, Gina. You got to draw your left knee way back, way back. Looks good. Stay low. Core stays up and in. Just come right back up to center. Gazes forward. Lean back just a bit. And then revolve over to the left. Connect your right elbow to the outside of your left knee. Make sure you are looking up and over your left shoulder. You want to make sure you're twisting your whole spine. There it is. Notice when you stabilize your core, hugging it up and in, your lower back can lengthen. You can reach your torso longer. You can twist a little deeper. Then come right back up to center. Keep the hips low. Arms up on the inhale. And forward fold, let it go on the exhale. Halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms, step back to your plank. Let's hold it here in your plank pose, finding your supported side plank. Right hand comes underneath the right shoulder. Left hand underneath left shoulder. Left knee underneath the left hip. Rotate right sole foot onto the floor and extend your right arm up to the sky. So suction cup your right foot to the floor. If you feel like your right foot's kind of hanging out, try to have your back foot planted on the mat. I know it seems like a minor detail, but again, we work from the ground up. So when our foot is suction cupped to the mat, then we know our right quadriceps engaged. We keep it engaged. So keep your right ankle flexed as you come into your advanced version. So the right arm reaches forward, flexing our right ankle as we transition into the lift of the right leg. There it is. That way we're locked out. We're long the whole time. Traditionally, our right leg is parallel to the floor. We do encourage you to lift it past parallel as long as you're not sinking in your core. Beautiful. Right foot connects to the mat now. Right arm reaches up to the sky. See if you can lift up and see if that left hand wants to float up to heart center. You can slide the right foot back an inch or two. Coming up to left fingertips is a really nice intermediate step, just to kind of notice the muscles that it takes to the lift. Otherwise, just maintaining right here. Very nice, Maddie. Strong and stable. If you lifted the left hand, slowly return it to the mat. Rotate your right hand back down to the mat as well, holding a strong plank pose. So in your plank, engage your quads again, engage your core again. Just maintain. This alone is a strong core exercise. I always like to offer one chaturanga push-up if you choose. Shift forward, lower down slowly, and just hold it here for 3. Make sure everything's strong for 2. And on the 1, push straight back up to your plank pose. Yeah, good. Gaze down, switch sides now. Right hand underneath right shoulder, right knee drops below right hip. Rotate left sole foot onto the floor, and left arm to the sky. So again, focusing on our foundation. Try to make sure, unless there's something going on, right fingertips are pointing forward, your bottom hand. Yes, if that's okay for you. So that way we're hugging our right shoulder blade down the back, not over-relying on our deltoid here. We want to get strong in our lats, strong and stable in our back. Very nice alignment, Rebecca. Good. So again, keeping your left foot really active. Advance it. Reach your top arm forward. Flex your left ankle as you lift into the posture. I know these seem like, again, minor details, but they really matter in terms of feeling stable in our transitions, feeling confident in our transitions. Good. My knee is coming into your hip. Just roll the rib cage open a little bit more. That's it. Roll the shoulder open just a little bit more. There it is, just gazing up past the inside of the left bicep. Arm back towards me a little bit more. Yes, there it is. Then left foot back down to the mat. Left arm reaches right back up. You can stay here, or you can continue to lift and see if that bottom right hand wants to float up. Again, if you are someone who keeps your hand on the mat, that's just fine, but just try to remain curious one day. Maybe that hand wants to lift, sliding the foot back a little bit more, focusing on our base, pushing down through the right knee, keeping a lengthening through the tailbone, lifting the angle of the body just a little bit more. Great work, and breathing, of course. Slowly return the right hand down to the mat. Left hand returns down to the mat. Great holds, everybody. Take a moment in your plank. Again, no rush. This is a great posture. Thighs are strong. Tuck the tailbone. Take your inhale. Shift forward, slowly lower down, low hold. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, roll over the toes, back to our downward facing dog. Good, strong down dog. Beautiful, a little bit more opening through the shoulders, so roll your shoulders down. Yeah, I feel that. More lats, less traps, just strong in the upper back. Warrior 1 to warrior 3. Inhale the right leg up and back. Exhale, step the right foot forward, drop the back heel, just inhale, rise. Take a moment, solidify your warrior 1. You are strong like a board from your hips to your fingertips. Maintain that. Warrior 3. So just shift the whole body weight forward, push off the back leg, bring your body and leg parallel to the floor. Stretch long, long, long. That's it. That's it, Savannah. Yes, you just got to lengthen the body, lift against gravity. Our standing leg is strong. You could stay here or open up into an airplane pose. So just gaze down at the mat. Bring your arms right out to the sides. Take a moment. Stabilize. There's nowhere to go. Just maintain. Nice, Brad. Keep working that standing leg. You can bring your hands behind the back if you are feeling stable. Interlace all 10 fingers or arms. Remain parallel to one another. Good. Keep lifting the back leg against gravity. Nice, Rohila. Back to airplane pose. Don't drop the arms here. Just directly forward. Warrior 3 pose. Gaze forward. Palms connected. Step back lightly. Warrior 1. Great work. Take your inhale. Exhale, open, big warrior 2. Good. Let's get into our hips today. Go ahead and straighten your front leg. Turn your toes toward me to the side of the room. Heels out. Let's go. Heels in, toes out, hands of prayer, and sitting down into our hips, coming into a goddess stance. Yep. The tendency is to come too low and lean forward. Try to keep your body upright. Try to keep your kneecaps tracking over your toes. Sit down until you feel like your hips are working. Then work on tucking your tailbone. Good. And we're just going to go for some pulses here. So just sit your hips down and then squeeze your inner thighs to the lift. There we go. Try not to lean forward. And down and lift. Arms can rise up if you choose, and down and lift. 2 more. Sink your hips down, core strong, and squeeze the buns to lift. 1 more time. Down and stay here, and then pulse down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands at prayer, legs straighten. Turn your front toes forward. Turn your back foot so it's parallel to the back of the mat, warrior 2 stance. Bend your right knee, come right back in to your warrior 2. Just take a moment, get your stance down, keep your heels squeezing in, core strong, turn the palms up, reach the upper body forward, reverse the posture, take your inhale, and exhale, cartwheel the hands down to the mat, plank pose, gaze forward, shift forward, lower down, low hold. Inhale, and exhale back into your downward facing dog. Excellent work. So that transition we do from warrior 3 to airplane to hands behind the back, it's challenging. You're all doing so nicely with it. Has everything to do with focusing your mind, has everything to do with lifting your body against gravity, and just really willing to lengthen your body as much energy as it takes. Left side, inhale your left leg up and back. Exhale, step the left foot forward, drop your back heel. Inhale, rise, warrior 1. So it starts here. So the tendency sometimes when we come into warrior 3 is to bend at the hips or the torso. I want a straight line from hips to fingertips. Warrior 3, shift the weight to the left leg. So just lean forward, reach forward. That's it, just lovely. Now keep working your standing leg. Keep pointing your right toes like a ballerina. Good. Keep your arms lifted. Just gaze down. Now arms are right out to the side like airplane wings. Try not to drop them in the transition. Keep them on the same plane the whole time, parallel to the floor. Hands behind the back. Interlace all 10 fingers. Back leg stays strong. Excellent work, Nikki. That's perfect work. Good, Doris. Just lift and lengthen a little bit more. There it is. Airplane pose. Don't drop them. Warrior 3, gaze forward, palms connected. Use that grip to stabilize and step back lightly to your warrior 1. Hips are square. Good. Take an inhale. Exhale, open. Big warrior 2. Good work. Let's do it on this side. Straighten your front leg. We'll do the same thing. So heels in, toes out, hands at prayer initially. Yeah, then sit down into your hips. Exactly. So you can feel the tendencies to lean forward. Squeeze your buns together, lift your hips. Looks great. If you want the extra challenge, you can lift up one heel or both. You can alternate if you're doing one at a time. Good. And then sink down and lift. Squeeze your buns. And down. Nice, Dana. And lift. Arms up if you choose. Down and lift. 2 more. Down and lift. Last one. Sink down. Hold it here. Then pulse down for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Heels down, legs straight, hands at prayer. Turn your back foot so it's parallel to the back edge of the mat. Turn your front toes forward, warrior 2. Bend your left knee, arms come down parallel to the floor. Great work. Get your stance nice and low. Turn the palms up, reach forward. Reverse the posture, big inhale. And exhale, cartwheel the hands to the mat, plank pose, gazing in the front mirror. Shift forward, lower down, low hold. That's it, Regina. Inhale. And exhale, back to your downward facing dog. Good job, yogis. Nice work. Good. Let's step right into our triangle pose. Inhale your right leg up and back. Exhale, step the right foot lightly up between your hands. Nice control. Both legs straighten. Hold onto your right ankle with your right hand. Left arm reaches up to the sky. There are actually a lot of cues to get us into this posture just right. Very well-trained yogis around here. So we don't do a lot of that, but a few things. If your back foot is parallel to the back edge of the mat, I recommend pushing your heel back a little bit so it's at a bit of an angle. So heel back a bit, but keep your toes where they are. Yeah. Now squeeze your quads, squeeze your buns. Bottom right hand floats up to heart center if it's in your practice. Sometimes you never do this, right? And you just, one day, you just give it a go and you just notice what's going on. You can always back up a step if it doesn't feel healthy today. Left hand meets the right if that's in your practice. Roll the ribs open if you're doing these transitions. Good. Then reach the arms forward if it's in your practice. You can always have one arm down, one arm extended. These look good. These look good. How's your base? Squeeze the quads again. Squeeze the buns. If you did extend, just open the arms right back up. And rotate the left hand down. Good. Shorten up the stance. The left heel steps in a little closer to the right. Right hip back, left hip forward, spine straight. Spine straight, and then revolve. Take a hold of your right ankle with the left hand. Reach the right arm up to the sky. This is one of those postures that newer students have a little bit of a tricky time with, not realizing that it's quite accessible. Kind of no matter your flexibility, it just really is about committing to the depth of the posture. Keep your hips aligned, right hip back just a little bit more, other way. There you go. Keep your spine lengthening like a halfway lift, perfect work. And the lift is through the right rib cage, through here. Gaze up over your right, yes, this is perfect. Just work your edge. Keep your back legs straight and strong. Try not to grip the mat with the toes, through the pads of the feet. And rotate the right hand down. Whew, that's a lot. Give yourself a forward fold here. Forehead to the knee or to the shin. Relax your face, relax your jaw. We're going to be doing a little bit of hamstring work in a moment, so just give yourself a little bit of space. Then flatten out the back, gaze in your front of your big toe, airplane pose. Shift forward and just lift and take off. So most of us were already here once today, so just practice your best version of it. You can stay here or then open up to your half moon pose. Lead with your left hip. Yes, standing leg strong. Flex your left ankle just like we did in the supported side plank. Then coming back to airplane, rotate your hip down and point your left toes in the transition. Nice. Then revolve, left arm down, right arm up. It's just a moment. Stay lifted against gravity. Back to airplane pose. And back to warrior one pose. So hips square, arms overhead. So if you'd like to join us, bring your hands at a prayer, heart center. We're going for a standing split. You do not have to have full splits to do this posture. I just want you to look in front of your big toe, shift the weight forward, place your hands on the mat about a foot in front of your right toes. Lean into your hands, please, and then lift your left leg up. Tuck your chin, forehead toward the knee. This is just an opportunity to stretch your right hamstring. Some of you have a full splits, that's just fine. Focus on pushing the weight into your hands, lifting the left leg up. You can walk your hands back parallel to the toes if it's in your practice. Some of you may have more depth to your pose, but just focusing on a little bit of balance here, a little bit of an inversion. Then walk your hands forward again. Please put weight in your hands, and then bend your right knee, warrior one stance. Left foot comes back onto the mat and inhale the arms out, back, and up. Great work, everybody. Warrior one. And exhale, open big, warrior two. Just a little extra love for our right hamstring. If that brought you out of flow, just join us here. Turn the palms up, reach the upper body forward. Reverse the posture, take your inhale. Side angle pose, right elbow inside the right knee. Left arm reaches up to the sky. Great work. We'll take it right into our bind. Reach up and back for half bind, full bind. Try to look up over your left shoulder the whole time you're transitioning. Otherwise, your spine is twisting in opposite directions. He's going for it. Good. If you do have the full bind, try and lift your right rib cage up off the right thigh. You're doing great. Look over your left shoulder. Push your hips towards the left side of the room. Yes, nice, Hadi. Stay low. Good. Just keep working the lift of the angle of the torso, keeping your left leg straight and strong. It's a deep version of the pose. Buns stay engaged. Then open up the arms. Great work. Come right back up to your warrior two. Ha, we're in it. We're there. We're a little deeper in the front knee. Take a big inhale. And exhale, cartwheel the hands to the mat. Plank pose. Let's just hold it here. Hold it here. Hold it here. Strong core. Clean transitions here. Left hand underneath left shoulder. Stack the right foot on top of your left and extend your right arm up to the sky. Toes and heels are stacked. Check in with your left shoulder, no jamming or compressing. Push down through the left palm best you can. You're welcome to advance it if you choose. Nice, Kimberly, beautiful work, everybody. Good, and we're just on your edge again. Where's your edge today? Just surf it, maintain it, stay in your breath. Good choices across the room. If you lifted the right leg, just very neatly bring it down. There's no rush. Rotate the right hand down. You're back in a plank pose. Again, strong in your plank, feet hip width. So separate your feet. Ayumi, take a big inhale. Shift forward, strong low hold. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale back into your downward facing dog. That felt good, huh? Just gaze right now. Lift through the backs of the knees if you've got it. Take a big inhale. And exhale. And inhale your left leg up and back. Exhale, step the left foot up between the hands. Drop your back heel, both legs straighten. Take a hold of your left ankle with your left hand and extend your right arm up to the sky. And again, just checking in with your stance right now. Yes. Just gazing up past your right thumb. Spread your right fingers really wide. Yeah. I know, seems minor, but those things end up really adding up over time. Then that bottom left hand can float to heart center if you did so on the other side. Just making sure you're not resting in our joints at all. The right hand can meet the left if you did so on the other side. The arms can reach forward if you did so on the other side. Good. Lean back into my hand. Yes, beautiful. Is that okay? Nice. This is really nice alignment. Take the exact same variation you did. These look amazing. You're just in your depth. Keep squeezing the buns. Open up the arms. If you took a variation, just take a moment in your standard triangle pose. Open the ribs. Rotate the right hand down. Shorten up the stance just enough to get your hips square. Flatten out your back, please. So that's a part we skip sometimes. The more space you have between your vertebrae, the easier this posture gets. Then take a hold of your left ankle with the right hand. Tuck your right shoulder underneath the body and extend your left arm up to the sky. That was attention to detail. Perfect work. Yeah. Nice work. Nice work. So even though it's not a halfway lift, that's what I'm thinking in my spine the whole time. Yes. Nice. Good. And then it's focusing on tucking the shoulder underneath. Exactly. Lengthening the spine and tucking. Reaching the hips back and tucking the shoulder. There it is. Nice. And then rotate the left hand down. Give yourself a little forward fold here. Same thing you did on the other side. Relax the jaw, relax the face. Just evaluate if you were holding your breath in that tricky posture. Sometimes when it sort of feels really relieving to get back to breath, it means we're holding our breath in posture. So just reminding ourselves to breathe no matter what. Then flatten out the back, gaze in front of the big toe, shift the weight forward, and then just lift and take off. Arms up, leg up. Good. Sometimes we keep the cues really simple, right? Because it really is simple. It just takes a second to figure out what they mean. So arms really engaged, back leg really engaged, standing leg strong. Just continue to lift into gravity. Open up to half moon pose. Lead with the right hip. Flex the ankle in the transition. Nice, Doris. I know you work hard, but lift the right leg a little bit more apart. Yeah, there you go. Back to airplane. Just rotate the right hip down. Lift into it. You're welcome to revolve. Right arm down, left arm up. If you did so on the other side, these look great. Stay lifted against gravity. Nice, Gina. Stay with it. Back to airplane pose. Back to warrior one pose. Arms directly overhead. Hips are square. All right. So just have a little fun with your standing splits here. Hands at prayer, heart center. And you can lean forward as much as it takes. Bend your front knee as much as it takes until you plant your hands on the floor in front of your big toe. Big foot, big toe. Lean into your hands so that you can safely lift your right leg up. Again, it does not matter how much your right leg lifts. What matters is your standing leg is strong and you're focusing on tucking your chin, forehead toward the knee. Good work. If you want to practice any inversions, we're having a fun workshop tomorrow. It's a great way to just see what your body can do. But right now, just tucking the chin, lifting the right leg up just a little bit more. Great work. Then walk your hands forward. Please lean into your hands And then coming into your warrior one base, bend your front knee, drop your back foot on the mat, and inhale your arms over your head. Find your way into a warrior one. Looking good, ribs in. Take your inhale. And exhale, open big, warrior two. It's all good, warrior two. Right there, you got it, Patricia. Nice work. Side angle pose. Left elbow inside the left knee, right arm reaches up. Oops, we missed a thing. Oh well. Pushing your elbow against the knee. And then go for your bind. Wrap the hand behind the back. There it is. Going for your bind. You got to have these. So again, if you are going for the full bind, it's not uncommon to have to lean forward to grip your hands. But then please work on disconnecting your left rib cage from your left thigh. So there is a lift. Yes, good choices. Continue to open up the knee with the elbow. These look great. If you've got a lot of shoulder and upper body strength, this is a great place to just open up the upper half of the body. Push your hips towards the lobby, please. Lean back a little bit, then open up the arms. Lift it right back up to your warrior two, strong and stable. I feel like I missed a reversed version of this, so let's go for it. Flip the palms, reach forward, reverse the posture. Just take an inhale, and exhale, cartwheel the hands down to the mat. Plank pose, just hold your plank here. Let's do it. Gaze down, right hand underneath right shoulder. Stack left foot on top of the right, and extend your left arm up to the sky. Great work. Great work, everybody. Toes and heels are stacked. Take a moment, stabilize through the shoulder. We held on the other side, just maintaining here. Then going for your advanced version. Beautiful, looking good. Looking great. You're just on your edge right here, right now. If you lifted the left leg, bring it down neatly. Rotate the left hand down. You're back in a plank pose. Take your inhale. Shift forward, lower down, strong, low hold. It's your last one. Then inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, meeting in a downward facing dog. Way to work it, everybody. Back to breath, back to gaze. Letting go of any struggle. So again, just take a big inhale. And exhale. Then inhale, bend the knees, push the hips back, look forward. Exhale, step or jump between the hands to fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Again, half lift, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. And inhale to standing, arms out, back it up, look up, stretch up, palms connect. Exhale, hands through prayer, heart center, find your gaze in the front mirror. Mountain pose, arms relax at your side. Take a moment in your mountain pose, let that wash right through you. Just one standing balancing posture today. Left arm to the sky, palm is forward. Right elbow, right hip, palm is facing up. Bend your right knee. Take a hold of the foot from the inside. Knees together. Take a moment in your base, right? Just take a moment. There's no rush. There's no rush. Then reach up and kick straight back. Good, Adam. There's no rush. Just take your time. Let the kick open up the body. The kick draws the right shoulder back. Own your practice. If your left arm could be any straighter, make it straighter. Then kick harder into your right hand. Nice work, Brad. Just keep working that edge, consistently kicking and reaching. Just find your edge. Maintain here. And lift and reach to exit, knees together, care about your base here, and mountain pose. Feet together, arms relaxed. Sometimes that base can be challenging because it is a quad stretch. So if that's where your work is today, is just holding a base, feel free to work that. That's good work there. Right hand to the sky, palm is forward, left elbow, left hip, palm is up, bend the left knee, take a hold of your foot from the inside, keeping the breath in and out through the nose, knees together, reach up, kick straight back. Let the kick, feel like your shoulders are splitting open in opposite directions. Again, if you have a little micro bend in your right elbow, reach forward. Reach the right shoulder forward. Stay on the kick, stay on the reach. This looks great. Standing leg is strong. Consistently kicking, consistently reaching, just beautiful. Stay on your edge. Just be willing to be right here, right now, nice and consistent in your breath. Lift and reach to exit. Bring the knees in, knee in, reach up. Mountain pose. Take a little bow to yourself on the way down if you choose. sip of water on the way down if you choose. Savasana. Legs toward the back of the room, head toward the front of the room. Great work. Great work, team. Close your eyes, let that go. I know I say this almost every time we're in the room together, but the challenge is a given, right? Practicing hard postures in a challenging environment. Challenge is a given. How we relate to the challenge is our yoga practice. It's our opportunity to go inside. Just find a little bit of space, a little bit of indifference. A part of us that's okay, even when it's hard. And to me, that's the magic. That's what we take off the mat into our life. Exactly. Let's find it together. Take a big inhale. And exhale. Great work. Open your eyes. Come back to the room. Just nice and still. There's no rush. We're going to move right through our postures, but really try and practice sort of that on and off switch that I often talk about. So feet together, flex at the ankles, link the thumbs, inhale the arms up over the head. Sit up and double exhale. A little forward fold here. And we're right onto the belly for your spinal strengthening series. So it's another great place to focus on some back strength here. Palms flat on the floor, fingertips right underneath the shoulder heads, elbows in. Squeeze your legs like your life depends on it. Exhale. And on the inhale, lift the upper body right up off the mat and continue to squeeze your legs and heels if you've got it. Good. We inhale into posture, but please breathe. Please breathe. Good. Elbows draw back a little bit more. No weight in the hands. Pull the elbows back. Lift the heart. And then lower down with control. Arms aside. Gaze to the right. Left ear on the mat. Let that go. Give yourself a nice belly breath here. And then right back on, chin on the mat, set up the exact same posture, hands underneath the shoulders, slide your hands back to waist level. So now we're on, right? Try not to use that dimmer switch, just on. Lock the legs, exhale, and on the inhale, lift the chest and the legs. You're just in it, feeling your strength here, beautiful. Squeeze the legs together, Gina, if you've got it. Toes together, toes pointed. Good, David, lift your shoulder heads up, push your fingertips into the mat. Nice, Regina, hands back just a little bit, push down in the heels of the hands. These look great. And then it's done. Lower on down. Arms aside, gaze to the left, right ear on the mat. Sometimes when your yoga teacher is shouting, it makes us hold our breath. Please don't hold your breath. I know. Stay with it. Oh, so try it here. Chin on the mat, hands behind your back, please. Interlace all 10 fingers. Palms together if you've got it. Straighten your arms if you've got it. Arms lift up off your hips if you've got it. Lock the legs. Exhale. Inhale into your posture and just be on your strength here, right? I want you to practice on your edge. Continue to let the breath move in and out through the nose. Squeeze the legs together a little bit more. Then arms out to the side like airplane wings. Gorgeous. Open the heart here. And then arms sweep forward. Shoulder width, separate legs, hip width. Turn your palms to the face each other and then feel like you're lifting a ball straight up over your head. That's it. Nice Savannah. Now point your toes. Look up. Are you breathing? And lower down with control, arms aside. Gaze right. Left ear on the mat. Left, right, I don't know. I lose track. Oh, I think it's right. One more in our bellies. Chin on the mat. Bend the knees. Take a hold of the feet from the outside. About 2 inches below your toes. Make sure you look forward first. That way don't kink the neck. Thumbs are wrapped around the foot with the fingers. Knees 6 inches apart to begin with. Exhale, abdomen pushes down. Inhale, turn on the cook. Beautiful, look at that back bend. Awesome work, yes. So try to at least look forward, that way we know our spine and neck are neutral. If you've got neck injuries, sometimes it can be challenging to look up, but work the range of motion you have. Nice, Rebecca, just work your edge. Rock the weight forward, try to be on the soft part of the belly, and then use your glute muscles to kick into your hands. And then come down, arms aside, switch your gaze, whatever you just didn't do. Ear on the mat, let it go. Great work. Chin on the mat, child's pose, push through on all fours, position, knees wide, toes touch behind you, arms stretch out ahead of you. My hands are on your back. Is that okay? Okay. Reach your arms forward, push your hips back towards your heels. Take a big inhale. And exhale. 2 big back bends to go. Coming up onto the knees for your camel pose. Stand up on your knees, 6 inches apart. Hands on the low back, fingertips down. So try and have your fingertips down, thumbs on the outside. It helps open up the shoulders. So you can pull your elbows toward each other just a little bit. Lengthen through the tailbone, push your hips forward, lift up and over the heels of the hands. Please look back first. Look back to go back is the cue, right? So we look back to initiate the movement. Excellent. If you can maintain the structure of the pose, then and only then, right hand to right heel, left hand to left heel without kinking the neck. Heart stays lifted. Feel like you could lift your chest right up to the sky. Hands on the low back. Rise to the heart space. Head stacks last. Sit back onto the heels, please. Turn around, dead pose. Legs long, arms aside. Arms aside. Let it go. So it's hard. Let it go. What a skill to work hard when it's time to work hard and let it go when it's time to let go. Try not to carry one energy into the other. Just turn it right back on for your deepest back bend. If you've got a wheel pose or a bridge pose, bend the knees, feet flat on the floor. If you're doing a camel, again, you can just sit up, turn around, and do that pose. Otherwise, bridge or wheel, fingertips graze the backs of the heel for bridge. Yep, if you know what you're doing, come right into it. Hands by the shoulders for wheel pose. Excellent. Drawing your hips up. Beautiful. Nice, Adam. It's a lot on the shoulders. You got it. Sorry, I was like lingering behind you. Stay with it here. Does that feel good? Yeah? Okay. Beautiful. Nice, everybody. A little more push out of the shoulders. Yes. And then tuck your chin and come on down one vertebra at a time. See if you can really round down. Legs long, arms aside. Nice neutral body here. Relax your hands, relax your arms. Again, when it's done, be done with that, right? Leave that behind. Take a moment. Take a moment. Back bends tend to bring up a lot of sensation. So we want to make sure to give our body that surrender, let the sensations come and go. Great work today. Bring your knees in your chest. Give yourself a little hug, a little back release. Roll around on your back. Your hips to move around. All that space you created in your body with your practice today. It's just you and you, right? That's your work. When you're ready, come into your inversion. Rock your hips above your shoulders, legs up into the air, hands on the low back. We get a lot when we're in class from other students, from the environment, from our teacher. Just reground yourself in knowing it's just you and your mat, right? Whatever you feel in your body, this is your effort. It's your work. It's your strength. It's your resilience, your determination, all of it. Hinge at the hips, bring the toes over the head toward the floor. Round down one vertebra at a time, just nice and slow and controlled. Try to keep your legs parallel to the floor best you can. And then it's your twist. So left leg long, hug the right knee into the chest, just outside the ribs. If you're going for a seated twist, you know what you're doing. Draw your knee across the body with the left hand, right arm out to the right, palm faces up. Again, there's a twist available to your body right now that was not available an hour ago. See what your body's ready for. You've got more access to your breath. Inhales create space. Exhales bring you deeper. And bring your right knee back into the chest. Give it a hug. Give it a squeeze. Release the right leg all the way down. Just switch sides. Make sure to give your hip flexor that little stretch first. And then draw your knee across the body to the right side with your right hand. The left hip will lift. The left arm extends to the left. And again, make sure your gaze follows the twist of the spine. So look over your left shoulder. Breathe. Notice where your body wants to go. Inhales, lengthen and open. Exhales, bringing us deeper. Bring your left knee into the chest. You can break both knees in if you choose. Dead pose. No muss, no fuss. Make it as simple as you can, because it is. Legs long, arms aside, palms up. As you close your eyes, feel your attention really go inward. Your work is done for now. There's a moment we've worked for. So just try and feel that surrender of your body weight into the mat. Start to notice the spaces that exist between your thoughts. And from that space, whatever it means for you, let's close it. Take a big inhale. And let it go. What a gift to be in this room with all of you. Thank you for being here, sharing your practice. As always, give yourself the time you need in this posture. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and namaste.